Hmm. Wow, look. Moto wants to give me all these promo cards. No. Look at that foil Badlands. Foil LEDs? Dang. Thank you very much. Anyway, I'm not here for that. So I guess I'll go through the league I had. So I did get 5-0, which is really exciting. This is the list I was playing. So I guess to talk about the list, I've been finding the Conjures baubles to be pretty good. Um, I forgot how important it was to have a reserved draw. Because it makes your Burning Wishes that much more alive. So moving forward, I actually want to change these two preordains to maybe another Burning Wish. Another consideration is Sleight of Hand. So, wait, before I move on, okay, so yeah, pretty standard. I decided to take out the green, and kind of stabilize the mana base a little bit. So I have two islands and the tropicals on the board. Another thing to note, I am trying Infernal Contract. I figured the Conjurer's Bubbles, while not perfect, can put another card on the bottom, which can make the pile large enough for the contract. So far I'm not completely sold on it yet, but I feel like it's a decent card to have in certain grindy matchups. So I'm gonna stick with it for now. But I don't know if I mentioned it already, but for the two preordains, um, I think it'd be nice to experiment with a fourth Burning Wish and or a Sleight of Hand. Reason being, I know it sounds awful, but Sleight of Hand gets around Leovold, and I know that's really like lame and like a really strange reason to be playing that card, but if you make a pile of like a pass the turn pile with so it's Sleight of Hand LED uh no, okay, so Sleight of Hand, Maniac, Act on Impulse, LED, and then like a Conjurer's Bauble or something. You have to stack it so that when you Sleight of Hand, you put the Maniac on the bottom, obviously. And when you act, you get those three cards, and then it's not fail-proof, but you Conjurer's Bauble on your opponent's upkeep so that you could get the draw and get around Leovold's weird effect. Annoying effect, rather. Um, but I don't know. I like having the two islands. It makes the Rain of Filth good again. Because in the past, you just get wasted out and it doesn't get anything done. So, to get into the games, I guess. This might be a little painful. Excruciating to get through, but I think since it is the first time I've done this well with this list, I think it might be fun to document it. I just noticed that Chainer 9090 is playing 61 cards. So the playback's pretty fast. But I've played this guy before. Not as Doomsday, but so looking at this hand, I felt pretty comfortable. He takes Ponder here, which is like fine. Hey Chris, I'm playing back the 5-0 from a few days ago because I wasn't recording while it was happening. But yeah, I just do a pass the turn pile. I think Moto glitches out a little bit after this. But my opponent is on the sweet evolutionary leap deck, which is like it's pretty innovative and neat and cool. Um, I think my thoughts here were like, I was worried about plow, um, but I don't think he had it. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so actually the playback actually works here. Okay, not anymore. I guess it glitches out when you're casting cards from exile, but play the diamond, maniac, probe him, and I win that match. Game 2 honestly wasn't that much different. The fact that he could help me get basics is pretty nice. I think I get he casts Lost Legacy eventually. It takes my Burning Wish, my only business spell. Unfortunately, the playback is like a little too fast. I can't really discuss like why I keep the hands I do, but I think it was a good distribution of cards I need. So right now, like I'm not all that comfortable, but I have to do what I have to do. So he just has a ton of lands in the Sandworm Convergence, right? So he names Doomsday. Luckily, one's in my hand, so at least I get to draw a card. I want to put the Maniac away and Therapy because he has no cards. So I'm just gonna, from here on out, I'm just gonna dig for stuff, right? So I do find a Burning Wish and an LED. So I think from here, I just need to try and play around the Pernicious Deed, which can be kind of tricky. And so, luckily I found the Dark Ritual. So I think this turn I just have like full access to do whatever I want. I was counting my stuff and like he could have Pernicious Deed and like got rid of my Bauble, but I have the Preordain. Oh, how are the baubles? I've been pretty impressed. Only because I'm like honestly, maybe it's because I haven't been playing with top for so long that like I just really want that reserved draw effect. So far it's been really good in that regard because it just feels like the old deck again. You do have to play a little tighter and like rely on like play tighter and have like better luck because you're not spinning top every turn. But so far it's been working out. Oh, I accidentally clicked on game 2. Second round. So can't keep those. I choose not to play the bauble just because I don't want to like give out like weird information. Anyway, I scried on the top. I did know that ritual was there. I just kind of wanted to know what he was on. And if he led like wasteland into this stuff, I was just gonna go into like goblins and like see what happened. He scooped. He didn't even let me like. So that was that. Game 2. I didn't know what he was on, so I think I brought in like a decay or something. But hand's pretty good. I think the fact that I drew the ritual there was pretty important because now the Delta could get the swamp and I could just rely solely on basics, which is good because he plays Wasteland. So I see Stifle, REB, blah blah blah. But he only could cast one a turn. So I'm trying to find a window to like appropriately do that. He doesn't have any threats out, so I'm taking my time here. Drawing the second burning, which was kind of awkward. Okay, therapy glitches out, of course. I think here I take Stifle. No. I take Flusterstorm because that allows me to go Volcanic Island get Cabal Therapy, and I therapy away his Stifle. The Wasteland gets my Volcanic Island, and I can't do. So the original plan was to Dark Ritual Doomsday, cast a Bauble, putting an LED on top, so that I could go Burning Wish into Infernal Contract. But I don't remember what happens. But either way, like, he just kind of stumbles on lands and doesn't really get there. I know that's not like a really good like description of the game, but for the sake of recapping as much as I can, I just want to go through this, you know. So pretty good distribution of cards. So I keep my opponent most of 5, which is nice. So yes, part of this 5-0 was attributed to good luck. But now that I'm playing 3 basics again, I feel very comfortable having Rain of Filth in my hand. So he spills the beans, it's Delver. No reason to really go like gung-ho quite yet. Got some time. Like, my hand's pretty stacked. I thought about like brainstorming back there, but instead he just goes Deathrite Shaman, so I'll brainstorm here, why not? Basically I brainstorm there to kind of feign like I'm a proactive blue deck. What do I do here? Oh, Dark Ritual Resolve, so all I have to do is name something. And this actually leads into like a Doomsday pile. I didn't go for Warrens. So basically, Rain of Filth from here, fetch with Scalding Tarn, Rain of Filth, LED, and then I go into like all the Doomsday, like a very typical pile, so that one worked out. What did he have in hand? I don't quite remember. Anyway, let's see here. Game 2. Didn't like that one. Bottom the Burning Wish, I'm pretty sure. I choose not to run the daze, run the bauble into potential daze, just because I find it more valuable. I treat it as top, basically. Even if they don't treat it as such, I still think the reserve draw is that important. So far he's just kind of like, I don't know, it seemed like he kept like a B+ hand. A lot of lands. Here I'm just like, you better not cast Leovold, I'd be pretty upset. Just big ol' fish, and what do I do here? Play a bug. It sticks, so I just depend on him not drawing like a bolt or whatever. He flips a Flusterstorm, doesn't have anything to do that with, so gets rid of my bad lands. From here, the probe is perfect. This means I get to Doomsday and have 2 cantrips in turn, so it's basically a double cantrip pile. I'll let it play out since I guess there's no therapy involved. Again, Doomsday does glitch out a little bit on replays, so pretty typical pile. Nothing too fancy. And to play around the death rate draining me, I know I'm pointing, to play around that death rate, I'd be sure to use that blue mana, so everything worked out. So it's just, yeah, it's just glitching out. I was supposed to play the LED, crack it for red, draw with a bauble, act on impulse gets LED Brain Wish. Just very typical post-top ban pile. Round 4. So far I'm feeling pretty good. 3-0, and solid distribution. I choose not to preordain or anything, because that like gives away information. It's kind of weird. Although, like, if you whiff on lands, he might daze you, so on and so forth. I really want the land here, so I take it so I can preordain. I think I keep those cards, both of them. Opponent Therapies, he actually names Show and Tell, based off of the preordained Ponder and the 2 islands. He didn't, like, Storm doesn't play 2 islands, so I think that was a perfectly valid name. So, I'm just digging here. I think I just... Do I make goblins? No. Wow, okay. So, dealing some damage. 3 cards left. He named Dark Ritual here. Because he knew I had 2, but I did brainstorm them away. Upkeep I fetch. Ooh. Yeah. So far the Wasteland's ineffectual, which is really cool, making the Rain of Filth like super solid. So I think here I have the potential to do some stuff. He doesn't Wasteland the Volcanic Island, which is super cool. So there's that. I guess I get goblins and I just whittle him down and it works out. So yeah, I mean going 3-0 into this round and then like kind of making goblins on turn, what is this? On turn 5 or something? Not great, but it kind of works out. I didn't actually click like this, but this is how Moto does it, so I do attack with all and kind of think about like how much to hold back because I am at 9 life. I could die very quickly. He doesn't drain a turn, which is very interesting. So I do get away with murder here. He just kind of plays spells and plays creatures. So at this point I'm like nervous still, but you know, not dead, so do the same thing. I thought about attacking with like holding 1 back, but like if I attack with everything, that forces him to block with everything. And because he's at 1, I don't know if he actually has another black source, but if I put him at 1, he can't fetch. So, nor does he draw a bolt. So I think, yeah, that was pretty lucky. Yeah, I basically mulligan to see the same hand, which sucks, but... So, I actually tried to run this bauble into a daze, because I want, like, either I get the bauble for free, like, I resolve the bauble, or it gets dazed and the swarm is, like, a little more protected. So I felt pretty good about running the bauble turn 1. But him wasting the trop, it's not wasting like an important color, so I can't really complain. So what do I do here? I probe here because if I find Doomsday, he's dead. Again, ineffectual wasteland, which is always nice. Yeah, okay. Attack to get the effect. Aggressively brainstorm. I do find the Burning Wish, so I go ahead and just get Doomsday. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, here's what happens. Oh, this is sick. So he wastes the Volcanic, and he plays right into this. I get to Rain of Filth in response, so I could sack it for mana, and it ends up being, I think, Xaxes. Oh no, I guess it didn't matter. Either way, I was surprised he decided to react to the diamond, but again, typical Bile. He's at 20 life, and I've cast enough spells. Again, Act on Impulse glitches out, but I basically execute the Bile correctly, and he dies. So, round 5. I think I bought him the LED. So him starting out probe was really annoying. Like on round 5, it just made me so nervous. Drew a diamond anyway, even after scrying. Like last time, I didn't really want to run the bauble into a daze, nor did I want to play pedal bauble because that kind of like lets him know that I'm on a weird deck. Unlike the past, where you could like comfortably play top and have them assume that you're miracles. But I draw basically I see all 4 diamonds within the first 2 draws, so not looking good for us. especially against the blue deck. I'm really looking for like that bobble. If it drew a ritual and he had forced the Doomsday, I could have gone into like tendrils and actually killed him. But I just drew the island and died. So I'm just like, well, 4-1's not bad. Let's see what we can do. I don't bring in swarms. In fact, I don't think I changed very much at all. So, I've got cantrips. Basically, I'm just looking for a discard spell, right? So, force days and some red spells. Take some damage. So at this point, I'm really clenching. I'm like, okay, I'm probably dead. But he plays the island, right? So he plays the island, and so Fire Blast is no longer a thing. So here, I go Burning Wish. I know... Did I know his cards? I did know his cards. Anyway, so I Burning Wish. He forces. So it's oh, okay, never mind. That's a different game. So it's days. He forces, and all I have to play around is days, which this pile does. Luckily, because he had the island and not a volcanic, he can't go bolt into Fire Blast. And so I kill him. If he bolts me, I go to 1, and I have no qualms with that. So illegal target, no source. Sick. Anyway, yeah, again, act on impulse glitching out. But everything works out. I storm him for lethal. And we move on to game 3. No spoilers. So him starting out with cantrip and not threat was like really good for us. I do run the bobble here because I've basically all the pieces I need. If he dazes the bobble, I wouldn't be that upset here. So, not to mention I do have the duress, and I'd rather have that resolve. So here, I guess I could just no, I choose not to duress because I could afford to play around days. So far he's just cantripping and playing threats. It's my turn 3, and I've taken 1. I've got hit by 1 combat step. So he surgeries this one, so I don't have information, but I try to go for it here, right? And so here's the decision. Oh, this sucks because yeah. So he has 4 cards. Do I know any of them? No, I don't know any of them. He's tapped out. So the only like relevant counterspells are Force of Will and Daze, maybe Surgical Extraction, right? And so as it stands, he's at 15 life. So the therapy counts as the 4th spell. I know I have Burning Wish on top. So it's either Force or Daze, right? And so I was thinking at this point, like it was really weird. If he dazed, if he should have dazed, I feel like he should have done it on the ritual. But so at this point, I wasn't like terribly sure what the correct play was. I don't know. I don't know what my logic is, and I can't really put it into words. But I thought that Daze was the more likely name. And when he flips, his hand was Price of Progress, Lightning Bolt, Force of Will, and Daze. And so I took the Daze, and all he was left with was like a Force of Will with no other blue card. And Lion's Eye Diamond, Burning Wish, Tendrils. Oh, no. I go for goblins. I go for goblins, and like goblins discard his bolt, and then I guess the team of like 13 beat the Monastery Swiftspear. And so, yeah, blind therapy for the win was a pretty cool way to end the league, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to record that real fast because, yeah, I just wanted to do that for the record. But maybe I'll play a round or so. I'm pretty tired. No excuses, but yeah, so far the baubles have been pretty good. Do I ever stream my Marvel matches? I did once. I had 2 viewers. One of them was the MTGO bot. The other one was just some rando. It was pretty cool. I might play a match and play some Marvel, honestly. Like, hate to mislead you guys. But I do play fighting games. The one I like is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Play Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel. Thank you. I think my land still opponent is choosing not to play lands. I'm into that. Well then. Oops. I always do that. Yeah. Wow. That was a nice little divination. Well, so far pretty weird. Yikes. Snapcaster Mage. No, he could Snapcaster Mage Cunning Wish. And I'm not sure what that could do. Like, Surgical Extraction would be really bad. I mean, is this type of deck going to play Mind Break or Pact? I highly doubt it. So I'm going to go for it anyway. Maybe he does have an answer. He's doing it. He does have Mind Break. Okay. Sick. Well, he had to have it. Looks like it was a turn late. Still doable. Although the longer I wait, the worse it gets, I guess. So I should be acting. It's pretty sweet. It's too bad. Crucible, EE, Coronas, Force of Will, Bow. Sick. Does he have a fourth Tundra? I'm trying to figure that out just in case he plows. So he's 5 cards. So he would have had to have drawn another Force of Will. But I was gonna name it anyway. So here's to hoping that he... Jeez. What? We can Tendrils kill, but we can't do that if we're dead. Wow. Well, I tried going off twice. I think for Doomsday to be able to do that is pretty sweet. We do want to ponder first, because we don't want this red blasted. Sorry, that's really loud. Ugh. What just happened though? Did someone follow me? If so, thank you very much, I think. Anyway. So we have Shelldock Isle coming up. I don't think we want that. Well, at least we drew the land. That's good. He gets to see my biz, though. That's not cool. I don't like it when people look at my biz. Little does he know. I don't know. Surgical is a card that can interact with me post-pile. So... But if he knows the Emrakul is coming, that makes it a top priority for him to, like, force or get rid of Doomsday initially, which most players do anyway. Jesus Christ. Oh, I see. Man, how is he getting away with these hands, man? Well, he has a 2-2. Yuck. Bro's gonna tap out? Thank you. I don't think we need this Conjurer's model, honestly. Now he actually gets Dust Bowl loops. He has 2 cards in hand. Oh, f6. Did he really f6? I cracked both diamonds just in case he didn't f6. I could have snuck a probe into the pile to check out what he had. That's probably the better play. Either way, it was like irrelevant. He's gonna make me click through. If you are following while I'm playing, thank you. I just kind of want to like focus on the match. I'm not sure if he would keep in plows, but I feel like Shelldog Isle just beats those anyway. He does have Dust Bowl. He does have Dust Bowl. So I think Swarm is like marginally better. It's not as committal. So yeah, it definitely was right to have a probe in the pile because there's nothing to hide anyway. In fact, it might have been better to show him the Emrakul, so he still believes that I have it. I'm on 11 minutes, which is like just enough time. Maniac in hand is kind of awkward, but the rest of the hand is good. We're gonna lead with Bobble first because he's so aggressively surgical the last. I thought that was really weird. That's pretty good too. I feel like if we ponder into a discard spell, then we could protect our Swarm. Or we could just find Doomsday, right? How is that greedy? To take it this early? I get Diamond and Doomsday. Why not? From here, I'd just be looking for a ritual. Nice thing about his list is that there's no black. If he plays Standstill here, that's almost kind of fine. Ooh, yeah, maybe a turn 1 Sandstorm is just better. Because then he would like, even if he plays Standstill, like, I'm getting the Swarm hits in. In hindsight, maybe that was better. But then I wouldn't have had that Sweet Ponder. So, God. Maybe I should have taken the Doomsday. Scrub. In a way, Bobble and Diamond are slightly more flexible than just like the Doomsday itself. For my upcoming turns, I really want my Badlands so I could have another black mana and my red, and then worry about the third black later. Having a This is also okay. If I shuffle into like an actual duress, we might be okay. Now we play standstill, perhaps. Oh, geez, that's fine. Excellent draw. Excellent draw. Not good, huh? What's this? Is he holding Fluster? Well, it kind of sucks, actually. Now we draw a duress. Is it imperative that we do it here? We are kind of tight on black mana. I think we just pass here. Maybe getting that flustered was really bad. Like, maybe I should have played land regardless. Okay, actually, me not duressing is fine, because he brainstormed. Now he gets to filter with search, and he flips. So, in some way, he's immune to, like, discard. Wow, how convenient. Oh, standstill with search is pretty cool. I think that brainstorm cost us the game. Fine, that's totally cool. This is not good. I could either give him the Ponder or 4 lands. Oh, maybe I was supposed to just give him Ponder. Okay, I do have Contract. Stupid Snapcaster Mage, man. Stupid freaking Snapcaster Mage. What do I even do? What do I even do? What do I even do? The Cunning Wish could get some shit too. Although Snapcaster was way more of a threat than any of these. Juicy. Maybe I should have been playing lands this entire time. One down. That's right. He can't find Snapcaster Mage. It has to be brainstorming to Snapcaster Mage. I don't give a shit about that card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well. And I have Wooburg. Contract is one monster of a card. Jesus. I'm sorry, I don't have a deck list. Exiled links. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how you would let that card resolve. Exiled links. I think it might be on MTG Top 8 or something. I can't play this hand. Oh, sick. Alright. Oops. So far, he can only cast black spells. Bayou versus Badlands. What a duel. This way he doesn't get to probe into therapy and like my ponder. Either that or I get to duress him. Now his therapy's completely useless. Well, not completely, but oh, I guess I have to take that dark ritual, don't I? I would have infernal tutored maybe for a therapy. Who knows? Honestly, Doomsday off the top is my best draw. Or even a Burning Wish. Sick. I will take. Wow. I'd rather win the game. That's not winning the game, but that's fine. It's fine to let him use the therapy because that makes a brainstorm weaker. And it's just a pedal. If I find a Doomsday off the top, then the mirror has been broken. Ew. Gross. Alright, Mang. Do you think so? I guess he gets Cabal, yeah. What? Get out. Take brainstorm, therapy. Oh no, well, he's just gonna go for it. Well, these therapies are gonna come in handy. Oh no, I'm probably dead. Honestly. Hmm. What you got? Pierce, Fluster, Ponder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God damn it. Oh man. I don't think he would bring in Blood Moon. That was such a mistake. Whatever. Yo, my opponents have been drawing like crap. Well, lame. Snapcaster's pesky. I was hoping he would counterspell that. God, Terminus is coming up. I need a cantrip. I totally fucked up. Has to be chess. Yeesh. What did I do? Maybe it was supposed to be Jace. Because at least it taps him out. No, but Brainstorm's pretty strong. Like, he would have gotten 2 Brainstorms. Yeah, would have been about the same. Oh, I should probably bring in decays. Ugh. Hmm. Dang it, he targeted me. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have let him do that. Hate that. I thought he targeted himself. I'm getting so tired. Top. Mm-hmm. Good. What? I drew it anyway. Golly. Yo, I've lost 6 straight. Shit. Oh, I didn't even brainstorm. Ah, God. I'm like the worst, man. Do I have confidence in a pass turn pile? I don't think so. Soldier Stompy. Man, he's still fighting the good fight. It might just work. Yeah. That's so annoying. I don't know how I got that. Or what kind of. Unbelievable. God. That sucked. Jesus Christ. I did make mistakes, but like I think my opponents drew pretty well. So like, thanks. Anyway, way to counterbalance that 5-0.